Hello everyone, welcome back to our Codeignator 4 tutorials. In this session, we are going to discuss about Codeignator URLs. Generally, we have two types of URLs. One is query string based URL and one more is segment based URL. Let me show you what exactly query string, what exactly segment based URL. Can you see the first URL I mentioned here, example.com/view.php question mark. If you can see question mark in the URL, that is called query string and product equal to 20. Can you see here in the below URL we don't have any kind of question mark here definitely, so this is going to be a segment 1, segment 2, segment 3, like this. We have a lot of segments are there. So segment based URL, segment in the sense if we can keep in the slash something called, this is going to be segment. This is all about segment. So like this, how many segments are there in your URL? So is there any limit? No, there is no limit guys. We can keep any number of segments in a URL. So in the same manner, if this is a query string, if you want to add more parameters to it, and you can take something called cat equal to something called books, I am taking such a manner. So we can add multiple parameters to the query string by separating with n symbol. In the same manner, if you want to add the same cat slash, so it is going to be something called books. So how this is going to be generated? So this is query string based URL approach and this is segment based URL approach. Our Codeignator is going to be support segment based URLs, and moreover the Codeignator may support query string based also, but query string based URLs are not recommended to create a search engine friendly websites. Seriously, I want to create a website. The URLs of my website should be search engine friendly. If you want to make that, definitely you have to go with the segment based URLs, not query string based URLs. By using Codeignator, we can go and we can get search engine friendly URLs, and you can check it now. And this is exactly the first point is here. URLs in Codeignator are designed to be search engine and human friendly. Right, so the architecture of the URL, can you see here? This is example.com, news, article, my article. These are all the segments, right? So now the same, what is exactly the segment? What is a news? What is an article? What is my article? And we are going to explain you the same guys here. Come here. This is our editor. We are having two URLs. One is query string based URL and one more is segment based URL. So always remember, we have to know about a URL. What exactly a URL is? Can you see? This is all an URL. So I want just to give you a little brief about a URL, what an URL contains. This is all about URL. So can anybody know what is URI? So what is URL? URL means this is all the URL. What is the meaning of URI? Remember carefully, URI is always available in URL only, right? So URL means, always remember, an URL is equal to, it is going to be a base URL plus URI. This is what exactly the concept is. Right, what is our base URL? You know, this is called the top level domain. This is nothing but our base URL. The remaining portion from here, it is going to be called as a URI segments. This is all going to be URI segments. Now you can see this is going to be URI segments, right? So this is segment 1, right? All of you check it carefully. This is segment 1, segment 2, segment 3. How many segments are there here? This is 1, and this is going to be 2, and this is going to be 3rd segment, this is going to be 4th segment, this is going to be 5th segment. Like this, we have 5 segments are there in this URL, but this URL is followed always with the base URL. This is the base URL. After the .com, .info, .org, .net, after the remaining portion is considered as a URI segments. We have a technical word guys in Codeignator, that is nothing but URI segments. This is exactly we can call it as. So after that your base URL, we can see the remaining portion, that is nothing but your URI segments, right? Segment like this, we can numbering them. Segment 1 is a view, segment 2 is a product, segment 3 is a 20, segment 4 is a cat, segment 5 is a book, something like this, right? So how exactly we are going to generate URLs in Codeignator? For example, if you can see HTTP, I am taking this as a example.com or localhost, whatever it may be, right? Example.com. After that, as per Codeignator URL structure, here we have to get the class, name of the class. After that, we have to get the method. After that, we have to get the ID. So now how many segments are there? Can you see here? This is the first segment. This is the first segment should be your class, which is nothing but controller, and this is the method available in the controller. And what is this ID? You know, this ID is the parameter to the particular method. For example, so I want to create a class. I'll have to check it carefully what we are going to check it. So how can we call that class method and all? For example, I'm creating a class called test. So this is a test. Generally what a class can contain? Class can contain collection of methods. Let us create one method here, public function, something called welcome, or something. I'm creating a method called welcome. So we are going to write some logic inside of it, whatever the logic or some whatever it may be, written something. Just let me give a message here, written something called welcome, or whatever it may be. So can you guys tell me, if you understand this architecture, so what is our name of the class? This is the first segment is always the name of the class, and second segment is the method of the class. Can you tell me? So http://localhost or example.com. So because we are in the local server, so you can go with example.com/. Okay, now controller name of the controller. What is the name of the class? Name of the class is nothing but test. Test is nothing but the controller, where the controllers are going to be saved as per MVC architecture. Controller classes are going to be saved in the controllers folder, right? So now this is test. Now the next thing is going to be welcome. So welcome is the method. So now this is the segment based URL. If you want to pass any ID, for example, I'm passing 10 here, then you have to take an ID, guys. This is ID. I mean this ID, or you can take any variable here, not only ID. So you are passing a parameter, right? The parameter to the welcome method. That is the meaning of it. For example, if you are passing one more parameter called 30, then it is going to be one more ID1 or ID2, ID3, something like this, comma separated. How many? See, the first segment of the URL is going to be the name of the class, and the second segment is the method, right? And the remaining all the segments, I don't know how many segments are going to be there after first segment, second segment. The remaining segments are going to be passed as a parameters to your method. This is how the coordinator URLs are created. So whatever it may be, we have a powerful concept in our coordinator, routing concept. We can, whatever the controller you are going to create later, we can hide the name of the controller, we can route them. By using routing concept, we can do different controllers, different names to your controllers while accessing. So we can generate search engine friendly URLs by using the routing concept also, guys, right? So this was exactly the coordinator URLs is, right? So if you have another method, for example, I'm going to take one more method, public function hi. This is one more method. Can you guys tell me how can I call this hi method here? So the same URL I want, there is no parameter to this method, nothing. So just I'm writing the hi message or anything. It may be database data or whatever it may be. Can you guys tell me please? So how can I call this, guys? Definitely example.com/ the name of the controller. Test is the controller name, and method name, what is the method name? Hi. You have to call the method like this. So this is the welcome method calling with the parameters, and you see class is one class contains two methods. If you want to call welcome method, this is the URL. If you want to call hi method, and this is going to be the URL. So like this, you may keep n number of methods in your class based on your requirement, right? So but definitely this should be a controller class. Can you see here in the slide I mentioned very clearly, the first segment represents the controller class that should be invoked. The first segment here, can you see, this is my first segment class, and the second segment is going to be the method, and third is going to be the parameter to the class method. Nothing but here, if you can see this above example.com, news is a controller class, article is a method, and my article is a parameter to article method, right? The second segment represents the class method that should be called. The third and any additional segment, they are saying that first is a controller class and second one is a method. After that, remaining segments all are going to be passed as a parameters to the controller method, guys. This is exactly the coordinator URLs are. By using coordinator, we can generate search engine friendly URLs also, right? This is exactly the coordinator URLs. In the next session, we are going to discuss about the controllers concept. This is heart of our MVC architecture. Thank you guys. If you have any doubts, please comment under the video section. Thank you all.